Good old bait shop. Center committed to asylum. Wow, look at that. Look at the dude's face. Look at that. Damn, look at that grill. Oh, okay, so apparently there was a World War III, which they probably mentioned earlier. Oh, it's just stuff to read up on. Let's see what that Grateful Dead tour, his third incarnation, Resurrection tour, Sacramento, California. Assault and civil suit. Man, look at that guy's hair. Nice. Wow. Well, okay. Well, let's do the burglary. Total of inner city pawn shop burglaries committed over the past 3 weeks now stand at 9 Zippy Cash. Located at the corner of Jackson and Maple Streets, was broken into 3 nights ago. Pawn shop owner Urban Robbie did not report the crime until this morning, thinking it was simply a practical joke playing on his friends. Tragically, this was not the case of the 9 burglarized pawn shops. Excuse me, I have hiccups. Zippy Cash was only the second not owned by a mutant. There's been some speculation that the police are not actively investigating the crime since most of the victims are mutants. Mayor Lender, who is up for re-election later this year and will need the mutant vote to retain his position, has publicly called the police into the carpet. Police Lieutenant Mac Malden, who is heading the investigation, denies the police are dragging their feet. What we're dealing with here is some kind of mastermind. He just hasn't left us much of anything to work with. The Lieutenant Malden is sure that the burglaries have all been committed by the same person. The MO's, method of operations, have been almost identical. A girl goes to a pawn shop, hawks a piece of jewelry for a large amount of cash, then the shop is broken into the same night. Lieutenant Malden would not specify, but said that his team of detectives have some evidence and hope to have some solid leads within the next few days. Huh. Well, that sounds like a case that we can crack. Sounds like a case for good old Tex Murphy. So let's go to the pawn shop. I think it's, here it is. Yep, right here. Rook's Pawn Shop.
I like to stand by these, waiting for a glimpse of Rita.
Hey.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. He's a crusty old World War III vet with a face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher's cleaver.
Face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher cleaver.
What do you want, Murphy?
Caustic wit, obliviously conversational, or cautiously inquisitive. I don't know. Caustic wit. oblivious. Let's be conversational.
Fine. How you doing, Rook?
I'm not in the mood for small talk.
Sarcastically serious.
Well, then, by all means, let's discuss a serious topic.
Are breaking, entering, and robbery serious enough for you, Murphy?
Murphy. Murphy.
Last night someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
Diamond bracelet, huh? Detective humor.
My deductive powers tell me the bracelet's no longer on the premises.
Nice.
Brilliant work, Murphy.
Oh, that's funny.
When you're a seasoned PI, you pick up on these things. Now go on.
The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said she would reclaim the bracelet in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the 8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Did you get any other information from this Emma Nimpton?
She left a phone number. I called her this morning, but the line is disconnected.
Casually investigative.
So do you have any leads on recovering the bracelet?
No, the police are a waste of time, and I can't afford to hire a decent PI.
Aw, deeply offended. Offended, but looking for work.
I guess this means you don't consider me good enough to help track down the bracelet?
I'd appreciate your help. I'm not a rich man, but if you find the bracelet, I'll owe you a few favors, which could come in handy. Come back here and I'll show you where they broke in.
Alright, so it looks like we got a job. And took us to the back alley of his pawn shop.
Rook takes me out back and shows me where the burglar broke in. The back window is busted out and the latch is ripped. It's a sloppy job. As I start my investigation, I'm looking for information to enter into my CrimeLink computer back at the office. One thing's for sure, Emma Nimpton won't be one of the suspects' names. Every PI worth his salt knows that's not my name spelled backwards. I wonder what all these garbage cans are doing around here. Maybe Rook is running a low-rent hostel.
So imminent means it's not my name spelled backwards. Ha! That's a good one. That is a good one. Alright. Well, here we go. This is our investigating, time to use our investigative skills. Huh. Wonder why this garbage can is knocked over.
Like Rook always says, you can cut corners here and there, but there's nothing like a quality garbage can.
Aha!
Looks like a key of some kind.
Okay. Oh, what's that? Looks like a footprint.
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling chocolate.
Chocolate.
Footprints about a size
Footprints
14.
Chocolate, huh? Okay. And you want to write down all that, like, stuff, by the way. Like,
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling...
got that. What's this?
The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley all look like they've been licked clean.
Chocolate syrup, huh?
Shard of glass must have come from that broken window. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Looks like whoever broke into Rook's window left one of his hairs behind. Apparently our burglar is a carrot top.